But I was like, bro, I got to get out the house. So I chose to still go to school, right? I get to the school. And like any other day, I get on the bus, you know what I'm saying, go into the lunchroom for breakfast. And my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, will crack a joke just like any regular day. I walk in,
I think I heard this.
fam.
This ain't funny.
Nah, it is though. It's humor. All good jokes contain true shit. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? It's some humor in it, but the underlying shit is really what need to be unpacked.
Yeah.
But like, I sit down at the table, and my homeboy might have said like, "Bro, them little ass jeans on," the like something like literally about nothing. Fam, when I tell you
Boo-hoo.
that shit, nigga, I instantly started like bawling. Niggas was looking at me like, bro, what the fuck? Like, up to the point where I was like, I gotta excuse myself, like.
Yeah.
And I didn't say that, but like I like got up, like face down, went to the bathroom, like tightened up, like got right, and then when I came back, and we all was like family for real, so like they knew my grandma. So when I told them like, yeah, bro, my grandma just died, whoopty whoop, it was compassion, it was empathy, and it was all of that. But that was very unhealthy to lead the first 3-4 hours of grief with the intention of like, man,
Tough it out.
You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to another episode of the HAVER podcast, man. It's your boy. That was weak. That was weak.
No, I think it was me because like I was trying to do something with my hands, and that shit didn't work out. I wanted it to, bro. That's why I was laughing.
Man, welcome back to another episode of the podcast, man. It's Marshawn, a.k.a. Respect the Shooter. And to my left, who do we got, bro?
It's your boy, a.k.a. Too Crazy. It's my right.
Still Nick the Trick, you understand me?
Dollar maker.
Holla.
Oh, man, we back with another episode, man. And, yeah, man, we feeling good, bro. What's the check-ins looking like, bro?
Ooh, man.
Well, I'm feeling good. I hope y'all feeling good, too, but.
If you feeling good, go ahead, man. Give him something. I'm feeling a little bubbly.
Pouring bubbly.
I'm going through it, y'all.
I'd say I'm probably like a cool, who's sniffling? Nah, this shit loud in the headphones. Y'all breathing? Nah, but I'm probably like a cool, like, 8.7. Actually, no, I'm probably at a 9.2.
Oh, shit.
Now that I really think about it, I'm at a 9.2. I had a great weekend.
Yeah.
Everything on the up and up. I got some good plans coming up, you feel me? So, like, yeah, 9.2 out of 10.
Bro, I might have seen you slide on top of your head this weekend, gang. That's crazy.
Damn near.
Chris Brown on
Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, and also,
real.
shout out DJ MC Pro. You not messing with me in a dance battle, and I hate I had to do you like that, but, you know, it is what it is.
I'm going to go ahead, bro. Shout out the Control motherfucking Chaos, man.
CCV6.
Oh, rap. Them folks had a
Shout out Barnyard.
movie.
DJ D-Wit.
Rap.
DJ Yo Maestro. DJ Minx.
No rap.
DJ MC Pro.
No rap.
MD Wit Productions.
Rap.
Respect the Shooter.
Rap.
Barnyard.
Rap.
And if I'm missing out anybody, Really Rich KP.
Yeah.
The Havers.
Yeah.
Man, it was a movie, bro. Like, it was
the biggest one, man.
Movie,
Appreciate for
bro.
everybody coming through and support. That's
that shit went stupid.
That's the one right there, man.
Shit
Much
was
love for sure.
That really showed me, like, it really felt like a 2000s party for real. Like,
That ass.
bruh, I'm talking about my tall tee. First of all, it's so much fabric. It's such a big shirt. And it was soaking wet in sweat. It was like, bruh, that hoe was so heavy.
Yeah, hard work.
But, like, yeah, bruh.
It looked like a scene out of ATL for real.
And the do-rag did not come off my head once. The headband kept sliding off.
The bitch stuck like leather.
Glue.
It's crazy.
Nah, but, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
Control Chaos got my check in pretty high too, so I can't
That's
even
what
lie.
I'm saying, bruh.
It's-
Dopamine levels are up.
What did you use the starch for, bro?
Probably like an 8.8.
Start.
You had to start.
I insert the picture so y'all can see.
What the fuck was that for?
So my jorts, the one of one Evisu and Levi collab.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? I will
You
let
ain't
y'all
got
see what
these.
I let y'all see what
You
they
got
look
I
like.
don't even know what the fuck them is.
Evisu jeans is like a steak.
No, hold on. Is it the M?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay then.
But like a staple in hip hop culture in the early 2000s, just how people dress, bro.
For sure.
And but I wanted to find some, but everything that I seen online was sizes that like would have been damn near skinnies on me. Like I wasn't finna find no 52. And if I did, them hoes was $300. And so, you know, shout out to American Thrift. Found some crispy Levi's that had the good shine when you starch them. And
52 is joking though, right?
no, my shorts was a 52.
On the waist.
That's not my size. Like,
No, I'm with you. I'm just saying,
chill,
like, how
chill,
far off
chill,
is 52? God damn.
Chill. Hey, chill.
Hey.
Mind your business.
you on your journey,
My,
but
yeah,
that's
come
gonna
on,
be
man.
a ball for you.
Oh,
Come on,
shit.
But
Don't say
52
it,
for me is like it's not.
For
man.
me
Is that
specific
far
is
off?
crazy.
As in me, 52.
Hey,
Shit crazy.
I couldn't even walk in them hoes without
mind
a
y'all
belt.
business.
And I had on gym shorts up under, and I was trying because I forgot my
She don't
belt.
want no little puppy. She want
Want
a
a
big dog.
Yeah,
Come on.
Damn.
but yeah, no, 52 was drastic, but.
They had on some Jabos.
I'm sure somebody got a video of me. Well, they wasn't falling. I don't know why, but the back corner on the stage felt like I was out of sight. Somewhere it's a video. Maybe if I get it, I'll insert it. But I was going to the back corner thinking I was discreet, but I'm an idiot. I'm literally on the stage,
Right.
and I dropped my pants to my ankles
The bit was drunk.
and retied my gym shorts and
was
got my
drunk?
shit right. I was sober.
So
You was turned, gang.
I was turned. My energy was like, you know.
Nigga I was so late. I'm mad at myself. Nick was on
Yeah,
the
you
fucking
bullshitted.
stage, gang. Like, you was on the stage doing some shit like this when I walked in. This nigga Nick up there. I'm like, yeah, these niggas got this bitch rocking.
Nah, facts.
Nigga.
Whenever you walked in,
Wit was on the ones and twos. He had that motherfucker spinning, nigga. Oh, God.
when you walked in, I just said I was so in my moment, but I seen you looking at me like,
Yeah,
what the
these
fuck did I just walk into?
niggas going
2000s,
crazy.
boy. Blast from the
I'm
past.
talking about-
Going crazy.
I might have had my G Unit tank top on at that time.
Nah, you was on the shoulder.
I was shoulder-
Everybody was on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Cause
when I
see,
walked in.
I had
Yeah.
can't
I was
look,
like, everybody
bro.
on their shoulder.
Minks
We gotta insert the pics of the fits.
got
Yeah,
to,
yeah,
bro.
crazy.
Nah, but-
Cause
yeah,
I got
nah,
some,
but-
Fits
bro.
is crazy.
I got one picture that I took at the computer as I was going through it, but like, hit that water, bro.
I've been tapping my shit, man. Come on.
But like, bro, Minks had played. he played Many Men, bro, and I was on the stage, and it was just like something came over me, bro. I had like, bro, I
That
took,
was your moment, gang.
fam, I took,
You would have thought you got popped 9
took your shirt
times
off?
for real.
I had the G Unit tank top on.
Oh, I thought you
with
said
the,
you went like
no,
belly.
no,
I
no,
was
no.
to say, damn, you
I-
went pop
I-
on the bitch.
I could have, but it wasn't that type of party. It didn't get to that point. That's more so if it was a fight going on.
Nah, for sure.
But yeah, I
That
say all
bitch
that
was
to
lit,
say
bro.
it was a movie.
On me.
So
For sure.
did y'all even say y'all check in?
Nah, we just went off.
Yeah, where
I
y'all
did.
at, bro?
I did when niggas
I
kept
know you
pushing.
said you was on the high.
Nah, I
right
said
now.
a number when niggas kept
What was
pushing.
the number?
I'm probably like an 8.8 type shit.
So, okay. He said,
Feel it, it's a rewind.
Ooh-wee. I'm gonna probably say for me. Is it me?
Yeah.
I'm probably at like a 7.7.
okay.
7.7.
Okay.
That ain't bad.
We cool and
What
like we
work to do?
good. Just been, you know what I'm saying? Life be having its ups and downs, you know. I think shit, for me, just really like figuring out that next move is kind of like where I'm at for real. So,
You really can't even appreciate the ups without the downs. So.
yeah.
I think
you
that was
said
mentioned.
before.
That was
Yeah, you
mentioned
said that.
last time, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, you said that.
you won't really know how good you got it unless you done.
Come on now. Been
You
through
know what I'm
something.
saying? Had it rough, but
No, party, 10. 10.5. Can't lie.
12,
Like-
bro. Like, yeah.
I'm a little.
Whole lot of reasons to be up there for sure.
Man, but speaking of throwbacks, we gonna bounce back to last week's episode.
Oh yeah.
And have some good discourse on our journey on being rappers, bro.
Ah man,
Yeah.
artists. I
Like,
wouldn't even say rappers.
artists.
Say artists. For
Yeah,
real.
no, you an artist for sure. Y'all just wait on it. Just wait on it. But
Man.
how what's your thoughts, bro? Like,
It's a process, man. It's much love, respect for everybody who go through it and still live regular lives. Cause boy, by the time I got off work, got the kids, I'm like, I gotta get in the
gotta
book.
write
I gotta
these
write. I
bars.
gotta, yeah. Then I might have came with some bullshit at first. Now I'm like, okay, this can't be what I come up with. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3. Like, nah,
so
I
shit
can't.
was real
yeah.
Dr. Seuss.
Come on, man. Which really, if you listen, I put the Dr. Seuss big brain. Anywho,
Come
if
on
you
now,
know,
you
you
see
know.
that? Come on now.
If you know, you know. But yeah, so
Sam,
come on, yeah.
So
People ain't even Pete.
what's the before
But,
we go
it's a
into
process though.
before we go into like really our individual experiences, like what's the feedback y'all everybody getting like individually?
No, they love them. They love them. I got some coworkers I work with who had watched it, and they came back like, "Oh, I love it was so good. Like, y'all should really make music, stuff like that." My girl,
I got a
was,
couple
she was
of those.
supportive of it all. Yeah, like family was the kids.
yeah.
The kids that found a
Mommy.
TikTok. You feel me? So they coming in there reciting the songs and stuff, and like it's crazy. No, it's crazy, man.
Nah,
Little people that made references about it. Some of the comments on the post was like, when you pick up a pen?"
Nah, facts.
No.
So
Oh,
no,
God.
it was much love, man.
Definitely. I would say for me, whoo, trying to stay off them apps, but shit, the feedback I feel like was definitely there. Like as far as like sliding up, people like, you know what I'm saying, like what y'all boys cooking up, like just seeing like oh, this season 2, and really just kind of like building that hype around. I think
They like, yeah, this
Sure.
how y'all coming?
Nah,
Nah,
I think that shit was hard.
somebody messaged me and said some shit like, bruh, you ain't making no money off the music yet, bruh. And nigga like, I'm like, one, nigga, this just one little whatchamacallit, like,
They
nigga act
seen
like
it,
I done
bro.
dropped
But
the
niggas know
tape.
you.
They
Niggas know
seen
you.
it. Yeah, they seen it.
Niggas know you.
They probably remember your younger group days, bro, before you went solo.
Ah, man, shout out to the fresh kids, man.
Yeah.
PH, don't you ever get it messed up.
They
Fresh
know.
kids
They
with a
know.
PH.
Yeah, bro, we had the city.
That's tough.
Nah, but yeah. So I guess we could deep dive, bro, real quick. Like for me, I guess everybody like share like whenever you finally sat down and was like putting that pen to the pad, what was it like? Cause like it's probably not. It's not even probably. This is not the safest thing, but for me, writing be best when I'm in a car. So like I had a little trip. I was going down to Georgia, and I just put the beat on the loop, and I just wrote my junk like 45-minute ride, and I don't know. I feel like I was rehearsing it for a BET hip hop cipher or something like that. Like I kept rapping it over and over again. I was like, okay, I feel good about this though. Like, and
So you had your whole shit like you went off the dome for 45 minutes, or you by the time you made it, you already.
no, yeah. So like,
was
nah,
punching
I
in
was
next-
like, yeah. Whenever I'm writing, I would be freestyling, and if the line is hard, then I just like add that. You feel what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So like I might say one thing, and cause there's one line, like the opening line, I said I'm so GA to the core, but I done ran it up in chat. I had like 8 different ways that I was like, one of them I spelled Georgia all the way out, but I kept feeling like I was spelling that shit wrong. I was like, I ain't finna get on this bitch and fuck up.
Told you from
I'm
there,
like,
boy.
Bro, I felt dyslexic, bro. So like, yeah, so I was just kind of freestyling, and then whenever the line felt hard enough, I just write it down. But over the duration of that 50-minute ride, I pieced it all together. You feel me? So like, the rest
So
of the
within an
time,
hour, you was done.
it don't say it like that, bro.
Okay.
Say bit with cooking.
Well, my
Don't
junk-
say
my
it like
junk
that,
took
bro.
3 days.
Nah,
My joke was the rise. Yeah, come on.
nigga.
I got here and still wasn't happy.
Bro, what? I'm gonna go ahead and piggyback off, bro. Like, I might have called the gang. I'm like, yo, like niggas got their shit wrote. Like, how niggas coming? Niggas on there. Like, I think Marshawn the only nigga on the chat. Like,
I'm like, yeah,
I'm done.
shit.
I'm done. Shit, that nigga knew his song.
Yeah.
I shit was
Like,
memorized.
shit crazy. Like, so
When I got
shit,
to the studio that day, he had recorded it and everything. He was
bro,
done. He
I'm
like,
talking
y'all ready?
about, like, fool. Like, I didn't even know my song. Like, I didn't even know my shit. All right, brother. I didn't even know my shit though. Like, so in my head, I guess it took me a little minute for real, just cause I ain't know the type of vibe I wanted to come. Like, just seeing, like, we might have all listened to beats, and then that kind of was like, damn. Like, you hear another nigga shit. Like, I done heard rappers say that shit. You hear a nigga shit, you like, damn, I gotta
be
come
right,
like,
yeah.
hard. Like, I gotta come different.
Bro, that's why this nigga, bro, he made me mad as hell, bro, because he came in, bro, and heard my shit and was acting like he just had some bullshit. He
I still
he was
feel
like, bro, I don't even want to rap no more,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, bro, chill. Like,
I can't Wale.
Yeah, that's sad ass shit. The fuck no. No Wale's in my
Hey,
circle.
Wale, gang.
Bruh.
You feel me?
And I'm like,
We
fam,
already let you ride wave it. You can't goddamn Wale it.
Touche.
Going backwards.
bro,
I take my wins when I can get them, bro.
I'm talking about me and this nigga literally, how many times we done freestyle
it's
together? Like,
probably a
I mean,
million.
shit, you
Nah,
too,
facts.
but like, every time
It's a
we'll be
road
having
trip.
every time we have a road trip,
We
or
hit the road for over 30 minutes.
niggas is rapping.
Instrumentals
no,
is coming
like,
on.
niggas
Yeah,
rapping.
anything over 30
Don't
minutes.
let it be a pregame and then we
Oh,
ride
yeah.
together going to the function.
Yeah,
Niggas is rapping. Like,
yeah.
and
We might drop
so-
a mixtape.
that's why I'm like, bro, there's no way this nigga acting like his shit mid. And then he came in here, mind you, he the only one take this shit. Neither one of us.
Nah, not at all.
He came in one take,
A lot of
didn't
practice.
even like the other takes.
Proper preparation prevents poor performance, man.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, bro, this cap ass nigga, bro. Both of y'all shit was hard.
Nah, for me, I think I might have got down. I don't even know. I think TD came to the crib. And,
I pulled up
and
too.
Marshawn, y'all finna say, bro, pulled up to the crib, and we in the living room. I'm like, shit, I'm finna turn this shit up loud as hell. Fuck it. I text my girl. I'm like, look, we in here rapping. Mind your business. She laughing and shit. I'm like, yo, nigga, we rapping. Fuck you talking about. So shit, I think it was what Big X.
That
like
big ass the plug type beat,
Yeah, it was a little different, but I would say like all in all for mine, if you know, you know. I rap, but that's more
That's
of a
on
free-
par.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I'm
on
saying?
par for Hayes
Like,
for sure.
I ain't just finna bust out. I can't tell you. I be done said I'd shoot a nigga, and that just
If
ain't
you
me.
was on some just
Like,
rapidy rap stuff,
you
yeah,
feel me?
been
Like,
there.
I ain't out here
Slide
tryna-
with a Draco.
Yeah, nah, we ain't. I ain't got no ski on. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's cold. I ain't got no goddamn black gloves ready to spin. It's
Nah,
gonna sound good though. On God.
I could have predicted that you was gonna come on a beat that was like on some, you know what I'm saying? Like some type of.
That's what I said. Like if you know, you know.
Bro, finna pray.
I'm already knowing, like I'm
Yeah,
already
nah.
knowing you come up with some like little melodies, a little harmonization.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
we
But,
ain't doing all that.
Yeah. Side note, and I don't think we had this talk. It might have been mentioned, but the fact that niggas didn't know their words for real when we was doing the video,
It's crazy, yeah.
and that shit really turned out hard. Still,
It
like-
was nerves, bro.
I mean, even me, like I knew my shit, but like some of the parts, like I'm like, I'm editing that jump, piecing it together. Like, shh, we just gonna have to. I'm just gonna have to put a little flash right there to make that shit look.
Nah, facts, cause I think it really hit when we got to like doing the mic drop part of it. It was like, damn, like I really said that, like, or I said that
I
then,
said that.
or I said that shit, like, I
In
don't
the
know.
order.
And
I
even
definitely
like,
freestyled
yeah,
the
you
back
feel me?
end of mine.
Like even on like towards the end, I think at the end of my shit, that was when I really just started like, fuck it, I'm finna just go off the dome, like, and I didn't even know in the order what I said or how I said it.
Like them little ad libs that.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the look like you
I
literally,
did
you
not even
literally
know what that shit-
freestyled at the end of your shit. None of
Yeah, I ain't even know that shit.
she raised me.
Yeah.
He raised.
Too crazy.
Yeah, nah, but
It
and
was
all
hard,
in
though.
all, that shit was fun, bro. We probably
It
gonna
was
have to
hard.
definitely run something like that back,
Get
bro.
on the same beat. Type.
Um,
Everybody, we pick a beat.
Cause we really, we really got one more treat for y'all that I feel like, even though y'all don't know about it,
Mm-hmm.
we slick over to y'all because it was too good of an idea to not do. So,
Mm-hmm.
like, we're going to spin back to the music for sure because obviously y'all was rocking with it. But to
We got to
pivot,
keep it close for the Adams out there,
man,
because they'll bite off your apple. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, see, he's a rapper,
Wordplay.
bro. He's a rapper.
I'm just saying, bro.
But to pivot, man, what month are we in? Just to, you know what I'm saying?
June.
Juneteenth, a whole lot of black love.
Juneteenth. But it's also Mental Health Awareness
Yeah,
Month.
a big M.
You feel me? So, like, we wanted to bring an episode where we talking about, we have an actual theme instead of it being just more so about what's going on currently, even though this is current because we in June, but, like, have an episode focused about something that's important because obviously mental health is very important and it's our month. We all men trying to figure it out day to day. So, you know what I'm saying?
So it's men's mental health?
Yeah.
Okay, fire.
Men's Mental Health Month in June. And so, you know what I'm saying? Got a long list of things, you know what I'm saying, that's just good discourse to be healthy conversation. And there's no better thing to talk about, especially as black men, and when we referring to mental health, than the strong black man myth. Like how we all, you know, taught to be tough. What's y'all thoughts on it? Like I just want to introduce it as, you know, how it discourages all of us to, you know what I'm saying, be emotionally honest. So like, what's y'all thoughts on the, you know, the strong black man myth?
Shit, it hit different.
Man, a few words, but when he speak, it means something.
Hear that? Shit, it hit different.
Come on, Martin Luther King.
Nah, for real, like,
But nah,
Box Mike.
it's crazy like how unaware we be sometimes of like your mental health and the suppression of emotions to fit that role of being tough. Like a lack of emotions shows toughness. So a lot of the times we don't realize it, even as young men, and we become teenagers on into young adults. And probably when you hit about that mid-adult age is what I like to call it. When you get to be about 25 to probably like that mid-30s, so 32, 33, 30, all up to 35, is when you start to be aware, as you start to develop relationships with like co-workers, just relationships. You start to be like, dang, it's like trauma, you know what I'm saying? Like when you, or even if you start having kids and you start teaching your kids, like, you see your little boy fall and hurt us, get up, you all right, you ain't gonna, my man bleeding, you know what I'm saying? And he hurt. But in your head, the first thing you tell him is, you all right, be tough, you a man.
Yeah.
You
Boys
know what I'm
don't
saying?
cry, men don't cry.
So it's like,
So I
it's
say
crazy, man.
I say this like kind of like to go back over what you saying. Like I think also too. I don't know if you said this, but just coming from like the sports side of it, like being like playing sports like early on, you just grow up from an athletic family type shit. Like everybody outside they play sports, or you just might have cousins just played and so on. But um, like the men around, whether it's your father, whether it's your brother, cousin,
Uncle.
whoever, like I think that outlook is still a thing today whereas like again, like it's hard for I guess you could say the man or that kid to really express themselves or just show pain or show that they feel anything other than just being tough.
Yeah.
Because
like,
it's a sign of weak. I think it shows like you might be weak for real, like or that's what we say.
and that's what is depicted as, like the picture is painted as.
Yeah.
If you show any of them emotions, you weak or whatever the case may be. But like we talking about human emotions, so like to have this cloak of strong black man is to have a cloak of you doing things that are not natural to humans. You feel what I'm saying? We all have a range of emotions. But I got a question though. So like, just to kind of reflect on personal examples, when would y'all say like was the first time that you felt like you had to hide your pain just to be considered like a man? and I can pop it
Shit.
off.
You said first time or just a time?
The first, it could be a time, but I kind of have a memory of my first time that I can share. So like,
Go ahead.
but whenever my grandma had died, I can't remember how old I was. I think I was probably like 14, maybe. Now, mind you, I had those suck it up, you a man type conversations when I was younger, but this one was something that was like, we're looking back, I can tell this was something that actually should have been a conversation that was dealt with. But like, when my grandma passed, my pops woke me and my sister up probably like an hour or two before school, and he had got the news, and then he told us. And mind you, this is mama. So like, but he didn't show no like no sign of sad. It was just like kind of everything just felt still. And I'm like, psh, if this nigga ain't sad, crying, whatever the case may be, I obviously
Not
need to.
supposed to.
You feel me? What I'm saying, so I'm gonna tighten up. Mind you, I was sitting at the crib and it was a couple hours before school, so I was just sitting at the crib just thinking about it, but like still feeling like, all right, I ain't finna cry, whoop de whoop. But I was like, bro, I gotta get out the house. So I chose to still go to school, right? I get to the school. And like any other day, I get on the bus, you know what I'm saying, go into the lunchroom for breakfast, and my homeboys, you know what I'm saying, will crack a joke, just like any regular day. I walk in,
I think I heard this.
fam.
This ain't funny.
Nah, it is though. It's humor. All good jokes contain true shit. Like, so, you know what I'm saying? It's some humor in it, but the underlying shit is really what need to be unpacked.
Yeah.
But like, I sit down at the table, and my homeboy might have said like, "Bro, them little ass jeans on," to like something like literally about nothing. Fam, when I tell you
Boo-hoo.
that shit, nigga, I instantly started like bawling. Niggas was looking at me like, bro, what the fuck? Like, up to the point where I was like, I gotta excuse myself. Like,
Yeah.
and I didn't say that, but like, I like got up, like, face down, went to the bathroom, like, tightened up, like, got right. And then when I came back, and we all was like family for real. So, like, they knew my grandma. So when I told them, like, yeah, bro, my grandma just died, whoop whoop, it was compassion, it was empathy, and it was all of that. But that was very unhealthy to lead the first 3-4 hours of grief with the intention of like, man,
Tough it out.
You know what I'm saying? And so that was the first time that I felt like I had to like suck it up. You feel me? And yeah, so that shit was, and I don't know if I ever just actually unpacked that, but yeah.
Nah, for sure. That's real, brother.
Nah, it's.
Nick, you cool? Oh, shit. I got a couple of reasons.
I got one. Mine a little deep, so you
Yeah.
can go. You can go.
My shit is different too.
So
Can't hold it.
I go there. Mine is probably more recent. This year, actually.
Yeah.
As y'all know, my dad passed earlier this year.
Why you smiling though?
I'm just a happy person. I'm just saying, like, hold on.
That's crazy.
So my dad passed earlier this year. No.
All right, bro,
My dad passed earlier this year. And y'all may not know, we have a great relationship. I probably in 30 years of life, I seen that man probably one time for maybe like a 45 to an hour time frame at my great grandma's funeral. Now, granted, he does live across the states. He lived in Portland, Oregon, so it wasn't like he was down the street. You know what I'm saying? But 30 years, one time is crazy to have seen your son, oldest son. So it is what it is. But when I got the phone call, you know, that it was kind of health was going down, I didn't know how to feel. And then when I finally got the call that he was gone, I still was like, from suppressing them emotions all my life of being like, I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man. Like, I'm supposed to be tough. There was a part of me that was like, fuck him. Like,
yeah.
so fuck him. Like, he He ain't do shit for me. He was never there for me. You know what I'm saying? But the essence of him being my dad, the other part of me was like, damn, there's a part of me gone that I never ever be able to tap into, know about, hear about, and that shit fucked me up. Like you said, everything became a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
I might have fucking got my plate out the kitchen, had fixed me a cup of Kool-Aid, sat down at the desk, and realized, damn, I left my cup in the kitchen, and I'm throwing shit, pissed. Fuck, like just something that simple of like, it's around the corner. Like you really can just get it. And then like my legs gone, I can get up and go get it.
Emotion,
But it
bro.
became it was just everything was just because so like that's a fond memory for me of just like, dang, like I don't have to be tough or I can express my emotions and not be considered soft. Cause like in my head the thought crosses my mind is like you care about somebody who never cared for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that was the just be tough. Push like you good. So I probably say that's probably like the most recent and probably the deepest one, like the biggest one that comes to my memory of just being like, you gotta be tough. So you don't care he died.
What
You
would
know
you
what I'm
say? What got you out of that? Like being volatile and like on the edge. Like what got you to the point of
The
clarity?
other side.
Yeah, you know.
So two things. One, what opened the gate was my kids realizing like they seeing that, and now they starting to be like, "Daddy, you okay?" And me having to explain to them why I'm like that, and them just being like, not knowing. First of all, that's their granddaddy, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But they don't know it to be because if I done seen them once, they ain't never seen them.
Right.
I never talked about them. You know, they'd have been like, "Where your
Nah.
dad?" I'd be like, "Oh, he living his best life." You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. Well, you miss him? What's the miss? Like,
I don't know.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be rude or put no shade upon him. You
It's
know what I'm
just
saying?
the
Everybody got to
reality.
live with their decisions.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That started the process. And then as I always kind of not make fun of people, but like, I'm always like, that's your outlet. I went to social media and I made a full post. I was at work one day.
I remember it.
Yeah, I was at
Yeah.
work one day and I literally like packed up this woman order, taped the box, and I think the city might have been Oregon or like the state might have been Oregon. And I just started crying. Like
Crazy.
tears falling on the tape crying like because it's going to the state and you know what I'm saying? And this might have been like a week later. And I was just like, bro, I gotta let this go. Like my kids, it's impacting my life so much. I gotta like let these emotions go. So I made like a big old Facebook post. The one picture we had together, well, it's a couple, but it's all from the same day. Just like, bro, I forgive you for everything, for you know what I'm saying? All the missed moments, the first jump shot, first home run, like bike ride, like, bro, I literally forgive you for it all, and wish the best, like that you in heaven. You know what I'm saying? Like all is forgiven, and I love you, and I just felt so relieved of
Pressure,
like,
just like
man, and it was just like being like vulnerable. It's
Yeah.
okay. It's like I don't have to be tough to be considered, you know what I'm saying, a man. And that really sometimes accepting them emotions
Mm-hmm.
is harder to do than,
Nah, most
you
definitely.
know what I'm saying, holding them in. So
Nah, definitely is.
yeah, them
That's-
two things kind of pushed me to that. Like I'm good now. I hate it happened. It's unfortunate. It was medical, so now I gotta kind of watch how I proceed with life. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? But yeah, like
Nah, to even
Rest
both
in
of y'all
peace,
to even
Ed,
really
man.
just speak about something like this like dear to you and like that's that meaningful to you. Um, I think it's therapeutic in that too, and that's big. Like I think that steps forward just as a man. Like so, hats out to y'all boys for real, cause like I just know how that shit be, man. Niggas smile, niggas be kicking it. We have a great time.
we
Like,
wear the
just told,
mask.
like we just told you, but we go through shit too morally. So I mean, I commend them boys and shit. Just the, if it's me talking about me and my situation, man, I would tell you, um, for me, I would say like one of the moments where I feel like I had to kind of like put on um, a mask within a mask season was like around like COVID for real. Like for me, I had just probably got done playing college football. Just moved back home with my mama, and I started working on trucks and shit. And I saved up some money. I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna buy an apartment." Um, I had met bro in college too. We had just like really started getting cool and shit like that for real, for real. So I'm like, "Hey, bro, you got an apartment over there?" Like, ooh, dude, I'm trying to move. So I moved, whatever, boom. So like, it's like if we was to do a rating check or whatever, like we checking in, I would have told you my shit was out the roof. Um, but then that thing called life started coming, like you know what I'm saying, and started really like I guess humbling a nigga like to really show you like that you can really lose certain things that you love, like you don't really know like or just have any control over it. And then like when it's a thing of like I guess for me I think it was like really being like away from home. Like I'm just in this motherfucker. Like I know bro next door, but it's like man,
You by yourself.
this nigga ain't trying to hear this shit, man. Like I just know in general like how I feel like as a man, you feel like you can't talk to nobody. But I would say in that time, I probably lost like 3 of my like cousins that was like brothers and sisters to me, like back to back to back on some shit. And like I was trying to like work. I was trying to do for my nonprofit TTG. Like just really trying to be active. And that time I feel like it required me to be so many different places that mentally like I almost had a real like breakdown, like real shit. Like I had to tell my mama, like mama, I don't know if I can work. Like I started working from November to like December, like was just living off what I saved, like fuck it. But like and realistically, it was just cause like you see somebody like I could dap one of these boys up right now and leave. Like I'll be like, bro, I love you, bro. I'll see you tomorrow, fool. And that nigga like dead.
Never
like,
make
like
it to tomorrow.
Like
yeah.
you text this nigga, he might send you a text at 3 a.m. But at 4 a.m. he not here no more, type shit. And then like you pull up and you see the ambulance truck, like a dead body in the same room you was just in. Like shit was so nigga so repetitive and so like nigga was so numb. Like I think I ended up like I put myself in a place where I ain't even have to deal with the shit that I was trying to go through. Like I just try to like cope to, you know what I'm saying? Niggas have emotion at that time. Like nigga probably call somebody else, like come kick it with me. You know what I'm saying? Like how that shit go. But just was trying to keep myself active. So I don't know. I would say like I know what that shit feel like to really like you feel like
you gotta carry it a certain way.
Yeah, like but don't nobody really know.
Mm-hmm.
Truthfully, what that shit really feel like till they go through that shit. Like, cause like losing people, that shit a real thing. It ain't gotta just be losing people. It could just be some shit you might have went through. Like I could talk on this mic forever, but like it just be like that, bro. Certain people like that tough shit. It damn near create tough skin, for real. Like so, I know for me, I don't be like I'm probably like
It low key
I probably
make you
carry myself
inhumane.
like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it's like eternally. Like if you know me, bro, I feel like I fuck with niggas. Like I'm a lover. Like I'm not gonna. I won't beat your ass. I might say I'll beat your ass, but like you know what I'm saying? That's like a
Try to lead with love
like
and positivity. It's just
you know
like
what I'm saying? Like
a shell.
dead ass.
Yeah.
But
What you just say though?
I said sometimes like that, like masking emotions can make you inhumane. You don't even realize. Like
Yes,
you said,
like it turned you to
you became numb
a
to
monster.
it, and that's crazy.
nah,
Like to sit back and think like you numb to death. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
And
facts, bro.
it's not just us. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go through that.
bro,
The way like our
man,
age group
I get-
lose homies, man. I got a few homies that's just like they not here no more. You know what I'm saying? And like we be like, damn, bro, I miss such and such and such and such. But like we don't even the emotional like development that we have to be like, yeah, like it is what it is type shit. That's crazy to really
Yeah.
sit back and think.
I don't think realistically for me like I don't think that's just some shit like I ever like
Get
you.
back.
I don't think I ever really like because I still have my moments, but I can drive home and like start crying today.
Yeah,
some
see
shit
something that
like
remind.
Like
Yeah.
I won't ever like probably process that shit. Like that shit just
We
It'll
don't
forever
know how.
grieving
It'll
is like
fuck
a
me
up. Don't know how,
forever.
bro.
It's a
I get it.
you'll forever be grieving because when you lost somebody, it's like they're gone. So
How
they
we,
like
it's
how we
you're
grew up, we
forever
weren't
dealing-
given the tools to deal with it.
yeah. And it's
You
small.
feel
I feel
me?
like it's small ways, like kind of like you said, the Oregon thing. Like it's ways like that you see like that person may speak to you. You know what I'm saying? Like I may do some goof ass shit and be like, damn, like I know my brother.
Bro
Like,
used to do that
like I
same
know he'll be
thing.
laughing right now. Like
Yeah.
I know it, but I'll say this and I'm out for it. But like I remember it was a time like when I'm in my shot, like before me and my girl really got like locked in for real. She was like, "Why you saying like black hearts?" And I was just like, "Shit, cause like
That's how I
shit,
feel.
love ain't just ever really did shit good for me for real. Like loving motherfuckers, I done lost. Like, and in that
Damn.
time, that's what it was. Like, cause again, I'm coming from like
Mm-hmm.
all this and that. Like, and it just was like you just start seeing. Like, I don't think I ever would understand death. Like ever. Um, and so just at that time, it was just like, bro, I feel like life was just trying a nigga, and she was seeing me like, and I was seeing her, and I was growing these feelings. It was like, damn, I might just love you, but like my heart ain't just red either over here. I need you to understand that. Um, but like you said, it damn near made a nigga like almost inhumane. Like
Inhumane.
so, the shit that I was kind of like doing, it felt normal. Like it felt like this is my world. Like
This
you
is
know
my
what I'm saying?
reality.
Like, but that wasn't all healthy. We could talk.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah,
mental
Like
health.
I
Though. We could
mean,
talk though.
and like before we transition, just to kind of add to that, like with my experience, because I was around, like that's when we, like you said, we was really first like really locking in all the way, and like being your next door neighbor and working with you right hand man with your organization, I'm seeing how hard you're going, but I'm also seeing all of these back to back deaths, and that shit was just like mind blowing to me as as to how you was still trucking,
Functioning.
like you feel me, you know what I'm saying?
Functioning. Yeah,
And
like
cause I
Bro, I would be on my couch. Like I'd probably come home and probably like no funny shit. I probably smoke a blunt. I don't even say this shit on TV. I probably smoke a blunt and cry.
yeah.
No
yeah,
rap, like
Yeah.
dead ass serious.
bruh,
I'm on the
cause I'm
couch.
like, you know what I'm saying? I have my times where I check on you,
Be done called you right after
you
like, hey
feel
bro,
me?
you trying to?
And
I
I
come
come
over
over
there.
there, we'll watch a game or like just chop it up or whatever. But
Nigga
like,
don't even know eyes heavy as fuck.
won't even. I'm just thinking like, man, that nigga high as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Eyes heavy as fuck. Like you just don't know how to feel. You put yourself to a point where you just can't like feel.
And bro, like, and so the point being, I experienced a lot of death, but I was younger. So like, yours was you as a grown man being back to back with people that's like siblings to you. But like, my mom passed when I was 4, and then both my
That's
grandma,
crazy.
and then my
Crazy.
mom's sister, which was my auntie, who was raising my older sister, she passed like some years later. I'll probably say like 4 or 5 years later. But this is the woman who every time when I go to Chicago in the summers, I spent all of my summers with her. So like she like a second mom for real. Then both my grandmas passed on my mom and dad's side.
Damn.
And mind you, this is all before probably like 13, 14 for real. And then like elders in my family, but we all was close. So like all my great uncles and all of that and great aunts and stuff like that, they was all passing around the same time. But this is people who like, some people don't know their great aunts, but like every time I went to Chicago, like my great uncle, Uncle Maurice, this nigga would jug at me and call me fat every time he seen me. But like, you know what I'm saying? This is my dog though. So like, I experienced all of this death at a young age. So even to now as a grown man, I feel like I know it ain't healthy, but I can't really see death as something like, I don't know, like it don't really mean, it means something to me, but like it don't feel like shit. Like
I would say respectfully, in the craziest way, I wish it would have happened on my earlier side of years though. Like for me, and I don't wish that on nobody, but I just wish
you
at the
would
time I was
have
able to
less
start
of a,
feeling. Like,
you would have less of a bond
Hell
if
yeah,
you
like-
experience it younger. Cause like I don't have that emotional attachment to what I was missing, like from my mom, because it's not nothing that I really even remember
bro.
for real. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
all of it is just, when I had a moments of sadness as it relates to my mom specifically, it's more so about like when I see people who seem unappreciative or ungrateful for the privilege that it is to have your parents. You feel me? And shout out to my OG, my pops. Like he held it down. You feel me?
God.
But
That's crazy. I had this conversation at work today. Oddly enough.
what about me?
No, just what you were just saying. Like I got a coworker. I ain't gonna say his name just because we ain't talked about it, but his mom passed because of due to COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, somebody came into the store that I knew, and they was shopping, and I was like, "How your mom been?" And I always say the same line, "Getting on my nerves like normal." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "Man, that's a blessing. Like
A
having your
blessing.
mama to get on your nerves." And then I went on to explain, like, I ain't saying it in a negative way. I'm super appreciative.
But it's still
but
like,
I was just being, it's more of a
Yeah.
comical thing. And then another dude chimed in, and he was kind of like, "Yeah, my daddy be getting on my nerves," but he was a little more serious. And that's when my first coworker was like, "Bro,
I wish.
like, mom, call me right now, mama, please. I don't care what you call
Tell me to
for."
take the trash out.
Yeah, like,
get
and
custody
he was
out.
just like, "But you know what I'd do to hear her again?" He was like, "Not even to have her, just
Bro, I
to
feel
hear
that, bro.
her again." And I was
Feel
like,
that.
it put it into perspective. Like, nah, it really is.
Cut.
Not saying I took her for granted, because my mama know it's all look. I can't stand her, but boy, I'd be damned if somebody what
For sure.
Angela,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
I'd die by it.
Yeah, on this whole little journey of trying to unpack mental health, as men, especially black men, I feel like it goes without saying, having to mention, you know what I'm saying, how it's a dual war, having to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the mental and all of the social pressures to be this tough guy, and then also being black and everything that comes with. So,
Whew.
the title is like waking up black is already a fight.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the daily wear and tear of dealing with racism, and not saying it's just like something that's blatant, because I feel like as a society, for at least the bubble that I live in,
Mm-hmm.
I'm well past a day to day of like coming across people who would just call you the N word, hard R, you know what I'm saying, like that. But like, yeah, just like what's y'all thoughts on, like black exhaustion and the wear and tears of what we deal with.
Nah,
I feel like
oh, go ahead.
I feel like today it's very much an advanced form of slavery. We can call it modern day slavery. And in that, I guess you could say, as a black man, a black male, an advocate, a mentor, a coach, um, a creative, an artist, however you want to look at it, you just never really know what the hell to expect. If I'm being real, I don't think it's clear cut. I think, and being in education, I'll speak from this perspective. Um, I remember having a debate with one of my guys, just about even like having dreads and like going into like a private school or just going to like
White spaces,
yeah, like let's just call it what it is, and like just like the difference you can make, like how they gonna look at you, you know what I'm saying? Um, Whereas the argument I feel like was they gonna look at us like that regardless. Like I can't change my color of my skin, but like my hair don't define me. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I think it kind of stood out in a sense of like damn, that's really
The reality.
like, and I think that's an exhaustion within itself. Like it's like, bro, we have to, like a police officer. I don't know, like they like.
I was just about to say, like, to think about, and I don't know how it is for y'all, but for me, thank God I'm no longer in this position. But for the people who really know me and know, like, I'm Mr. Rod Dirty, or I used to be, and
Oh shit.
not in the sense of like I'm riding with anything illegal,
Soda.
just like me being on the road was illegal. Cause like license was always good, but my very first car, got it in Georgia, bought it to Tennessee, couldn't pass emissions. So like I had a nice looking car, but never had a license plate on it. And I think that in part just kind of like it built up how I felt around the police, but just the regular racial tensions um, of interacting with the police. It's like it's no reason why I should feel a knot in my stomach when the police get behind me. I'm in a nice car. I don't do no drugs. I ain't got nothing illegal on me. Um, my registration license is good. Why do I feel on eggshells when the police are around me? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And just that's just unhealthy on top of like you could be dealing with a million other things in your real life and be about to have a panic attack if you get pulled over for doing a rolling stop at a stop sign or something like that. Like that shit is just crazy to wear.
Man,
You know, it's crazy. You said a million things, and it was the trigger for me. It's a show called A Million Things, Million Little Things. Y'all should watch it. It's kind of crazy.
What's the basis
A
of it?
big, there's a group of friends, and this group of 4 friends, how they became friends is like they met in an elevator one day, and it stopped, and they all found out the one thing they had in common was that they were hockey fans, the Bruins fans. I think it is. So, like, they made a pact, like, we ever get out of this, we gonna go to all the Bruins home games together. Well, they got out, and they did. One was like a successful businessman. One was like a musician who was like did drugs and everything all the time. One was a black guy who was a movie director, and the other was kind of just like he worked like kind of like a 9 to 5.
Warehouse job
Yeah, it was a
type.
little better than a warehouse, but that type
Yeah.
vibe. And then like, and it gets into that later on, but it kind of opens up with like the black dude who's the movie director is at the counter. He pours himself a glass of water. He's listening to the radio, and he's getting ready to kill himself because he's just like overwhelmed. He's like ready to pop these pills. He put a whole bunch of pills in his mouth. He take them out. He like throw them away. He pour his water. He take a sip. He look at the pills again. He get another handful, and as soon as he get a handful, his phone ring. He pick up his phone because it's like one of his best friends, and he don't want to alarm anybody, so he picks it up. He's like, "Hey, what's up?" And it's like John just killed himself. John was one of the other friends in the group.
Mm-hmm.
So now, boom, it stops. And then it kind of goes into John's story. And he's the successful businessman. So everybody's like,
What
he's
the
the
fuck?
last person
Yeah.
that should be killing himself. And then it goes into like telling his little situation. So it showed him at the office. He brokered 2 deals. He changed his suit. He sent his secretary home early. And as soon as she walks out the door, he walks to the edge of like his high-rise building and jumps over the edge. She forgot something, so she scans in and badges back in as he flips over. And yeah, it goes into talking about his family. But no,
I gotta be at a 9.5
when it say
to be on that type
it's
time.
a million different things, it get into a plot twist where his wife was having an affair with one of the best friends that he found out. She ends up being pregnant. It's that,
shoot the shit out
like
my nigga.
but it all goes into their own little thing. The black dude was dealing with depression. He ended up quitting his job. Like everybody got their own story, and it's
Yeah.
literally like as soon as shit
Nah,
start
that shit
going
sound
right,
fire.
it switched to something else. But it really talks about like the mental strength and capacity. One dude got breast cancer. And he like, yeah, it's a real thing. Men get breast cancer. It's really a real thing.
That's insane.
And then like going to groups and being a man and having to explain or tell people, like the reason he got these scars on his chest when he goes swimming is because
I
he
have breast
like
cancer.
how embarrassing that is. Like as we kind of talking about men's health, mental health, like he having to like, yeah, I'm a breast cancer survivor, and everybody laughing at him like shit. He like nah, dead ass.
Man,
I was finna die from
like,
breast cancer.
You never know what somebody back. This nigga childish. This nigga childish, bro.
Yeah.
You never know somebody's story though, bro. That shit real. Like I'm so big on like perspective and like that's why I try to treat people the right way the first time and every time. Because you ain't going to never get a second chance. You may not ever get the second chance to treat somebody right. And you just never know what a motherfucker going through for real. And, yeah, no, that sound like a show that I definitely fuck with.
I I know you asked the question about exhaustion and just like black exhaustion. I say this one, bro, for real, for real. Like we as the people, bro, we our own worst enemy. Like
Agreed.
that shit, like you'll go to you like we'll get up every day. Like we just talk about modern day slavery. You'll get up every day and go somewhere to be on time for somebody that don't even look like you, and then I get mad when a nigga that don't, when a nigga that do look like you, and you'll take him off this earth, and be mad that a nigga don't even give a fuck about you.
Yeah, like
I don't understand that shit. That's an exhaustion. I would say I would never understand. Like we crippled as a whole, but I don't think it's enough of us is really just advocating, bro. Like what it could be, bro. And I don't think they want us to see that. Obviously, I mean they control what you know what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, bro,
I don't think we can fathom it. Like, I ain't gonna say we all. It's a lot of us that can't fathom that, and that's the reason that they don't strive for it because it's unobtainable in their head.
All right, I was gonna say
It's
they
something,
crippled.
yeah,
Like, it's crippled.
yeah. No, it's something that like.
But think about it, bro.
It's like capturing wind.
What do we learn in
You
schools?
can put a lid on that jar, but you really don't know what's in there.
What do we learn in schools?
what you mean, like how to
Slave,
be
like,
workers?
what do we learn? And we learn to be workers. Like it's already kind of like it's already set in stone. Like movies in black and white starting off, but like anything that was dark was what evil.
Yeah,
Anything that was
that. But like, bro,
colorful, it's a good movie.
it's like, but this shit is not by accident. Like a lot of stuff is by
program.
design. It's a lot of stuff is everything is by design. And the fact of the matter is, like, one, if you don't know better, you can't. You're not gonna automatically be able to. You have to see better in order to like
Do better.
right to realize that is a option for your reality. And that's why it's important to prioritize like breaking those generational curses in the mentality, because I can say that I acknowledge, you feel me, that black people as a whole unfortunately may sometimes give a white person the benefit of the doubt that they may not give to somebody that look like them. But if you know that,
I deal with that a lot.
if you know that and
At
then you
work.
don't choose to go a different path, you choosing, you know what I'm saying?
Every black customer come in, people think still.
Yeah.
Like, bro, they not still.
You see what I'm saying?
Like,
You can walk by a white person, real shit.
clench their
No
purse
funny
hard
shit.
as hell. Them old
They
women.
might hit their alarm. Like dead
Right.
ass. You could be walking to your car. They could be walking in where you just left. But
And
Just to
and
make-
you know what?
Oh,
That,
that
You
double
hear
tap
that
to
shit,
make
like,
sure
you
it's
hear that
locked.
shit.
Yeah.
bro, that brings me to another point, like microaggressions that you have to deal with like with just dealing with people, and how that can also be another weight to have to carry. That's why like I prioritize trying to, if I can, keep myself in black spaces, because that's just accountability for me. Like I don't have to worry about somebody hitting a horn or like thinking the worst of me or whatever the case may be.
I work retail, so
Yeah.
I have to like watch my tone, so to speak. And if anybody know me, you know what I'm saying. I'm not an aggressive person,
By no means.
but like I ain't a little nigga either. So my presence can be. So if I come and approach at the wrong tone, or it's a deterrent. It's scary for some people, and that's crazy because it's like a situation happened. So our bathroom at work right now is messed up. They having to bring us out a new toilet, so we having to go in the hall to go to the corridor to use the bathroom, which is cool. So I'm in the bathroom. I ain't gonna lie, I'm in there chilling. I done took my piss, chill. Now I'm like, whew, get off my feet for a few minutes. I might be sending a text message. Some kids come in, playing around in the bathroom, right? Cool. Set them all, so that happens. So boom, little Johnny, whoever used the bathroom, they come in loud. They get quiet. Me being a kid at one point, I know all right, y'all finna do some dumb shit. Cool. So I'm sitting there. Buddy walk away from the thing. Then all of a sudden you hear, doom, doom, doom. He kicking the door of the stall. Angry. I ain't mad, but I'm like, dumbass, gotcha. So now I come out the stall like, what's up? What?
Cause you were just waiting.
And they're stunned. I'm talking about he leaning over like I'm finna swing at him. Just cause, and I was just kind of in my head like, damn, like just cause I came out and said, what's up? You like, oh, my presence being a big black guy, cause some little white kids, probably like 8th, 9th graders, some like young, just trying to be funny and silly, like fucking with people. But now you done got caught in this predicament. It's one way in, one way out, and y'all about to out, but it's like, oh shit. Like,
Oh my
terrified. Yeah, and I'm like, nah, be funny. You was just trying to be funny. Crack a joke. I would have laughed. Ha ha.
Yeah.
Run out. Like,
Oh, they took off running?
yeah, got up out of they come to the mall every day. I see them every morning. So I knew who they were from visually.
Yeah.
They was right back today. And it's like what's the, you know what I'm saying? Like just my presence alone and coming out and being like, you start, I'm chilling.
You was in the wrong.
I'm minding my business, but how petrified they were just off like, I'm like, damn, because I'm a big black guy. Y'all think I'm finna pull out a gun or some shit and pop you. But like, y'all dumbasses stop playing around with people because there is some people out there.
That would have came out on,
open
on
fire.
that.
Yeah, like.
Nah,
Crazy.
that's crazy as fuck, man.
Yeah, crazy. But it's the world we live in. And I ain't going to say they did it because I was black, but who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I definitely was probably in there some J's, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially out in that side of town, they speculation was probably like, oh, this, you know what I'm saying? Let's, he's in there taking his shit. Let's, But I was waiting on him to throw something over. Yeah, I would have came out.
Man.
On TNN.
It's a privilege, bro. PWI. I think that's what it is. PWI.
Predominantly white institution.
Yeah, but nah, that's a real thing, bro. Like, it's crazy. I think I heard or I read a book where it was just talking about like everything we see almost is white. So like even just being a black individual makes it even harder. Like white walls, white floors, white teachers, white books. I don't know, but anything that was
white paper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally, everything was white. And it was just saying, like, how we are trained to think.
Why the paper ain't black?
Yes,
white,
bro.
There's
white
nothing
pencils.
bad about it. There's nothing dark about it. There's nothing, like, but anything that was dark, more so to say, was just kind of, like, either.
Yeah, they attach a negative connotation to it. And it's just as simple as that. That's why, yeah, like, you just got to, once you start realizing shit like that, bro, you just got to really be intentional about, like, you got to be intentional with how you move, especially when you're in those spaces, and understand that they rule their realm of like measurement and how you gauge things, and success or whatever the case may be. You can't let that be your guideline. You got to be your own guide, not God, guide. But yeah. So.